Imagine a world where you are no longer bound by the limits you once thought were impossible to overcome. A world where you are not just an observer, but the creator of your own reality. A world where you can control your thoughts, emotions, and energy to such an extent that you can change everything around you. That world is not a distant dream. It's the world you're living in right now. And the abilities that make this possible, the psychic powers that go far beyond what you once thought was fiction or impossible, have always been within you. You may not realize it, but from the moment you were born, these powers were suppressed. You were taught that abilities like intuition, telepathy, or remote viewing were reserved for a select few, for those with special gifts. But today, I invite you to awaken to a deeper truth. I invite you to open a door that you didn't even know you had the key to. Because the truth is, these psychic abilities are not rare gifts. They are inherent within you, waiting to be awakened. If you listen closely, you'll begin to realize that every thought you have is a current of energy. Every emotion you feel is a frequency that you are sending out. And the reality you experience is simply a reflection of these frequencies. You are not simply being swept along in a random world. You are the one creating everything, right here and right now. All you need to do is recognize the immense power that has always been inside you. In this video, I'm going to guide you not to discover a new ability, but to remember the ones you've always had. Because right now, you can begin to develop these godlike powers so quickly that it might feel almost illegal. But this is not magic. This is truth. And that truth is waiting for you to open your eyes and see it. This version expands the message into a more reflective and engaging tone, enhancing the sense of empowerment and the idea that the viewer has always possessed these abilities. The invitation is clear. It's not about gaining new skills, but about rediscovering the powerful abilities that have always been within. There is a deeply ingrained belief in our society that psychic abilities are rare gifts, reserved only for those who are special. We've been taught that things like intuition, telepathy, or remote viewing are mysterious abilities that go beyond normal human understanding, something almost mystical. But what if I told you that this is not true? What if I told you that these abilities are not exclusive, but inherent qualities that we all possess? The only reason we haven't fully embraced them is that we've forgotten about them over time. You've probably experienced those strange moments in life when something inexplicable happens, when a coincidence occurs that seems too significant to just be random, or when a sudden, undeniable feeling pulls you toward a person or a situation you can't logically explain. These are your psychic abilities at work, responding to the world around you, even when you're not fully aware of them. You are not a passive participant in life, swept along by the tides of chance. No, you are the one creating the flow. You are the one who directs the currents of your reality. And the best part, this is not some far-off dream. This is not a power that requires years of training or some sort of mystical awakening to attain. It is a natural, inherent ability that you have access to right now. You don't need to wait. You don't need to prepare. The power to change your life and see beyond what is immediately apparent is already inside of you, and it's available at this very moment. These abilities were never meant to be out of your reach, and they are not exclusive to a lucky few. They are yours, waiting for you to rediscover them. This is not a mystical secret reserved for the chosen ones or those who have special talents. This is a truth that belongs to everyone, and it's waiting for you to recognize it. You may have forgotten that you hold these powers within, but they've always been there. You felt them. You've experienced them. You've just never been taught to trust them, to hone them, or to believe that you have the capacity to use them. And now, I invite you to remember. I invite you to awaken to the fact that you have the ability to perceive, to intuit, to connect with energies beyond the physical world. These abilities have always been inside you, and now it's time for you to step into your true potential. So take a moment and reflect. The world around you is not a random collection of events. You are shaping it every day, every moment with your thoughts and energy. Your psychic abilities are not far off or hard to access. They are part of you, waiting patiently to be remembered. And now is the time to start rediscovering them. This version emphasizes the concept that psychic abilities are not extraordinary or rare, but are a part of everyone's natural potential. It challenges the viewer to realize that they already possess these abilities, awaiting only the recognition and activation of them. Your thoughts are not just fleeting whispers in your mind. They are energy, and this energy has the power to transform the reality you live in. When you think about something, you're not just imagining it in your head. You are truly sending out a frequency into the universe. If you think about worry, you will create a reality that reflects that worry back to you. If you focus on love, you will begin to see love spreading all around you. Every thought, every feeling you have, is a step in the process of shaping your reality. This is something that few people truly realize. We often live passively, allowing life to lead us wherever it may go. But what if I told you that you have the ability to change this? What if I told you that once you become aware of the fact that you can control your thoughts and emotions, you will realize that you can actively create the reality you want to live in? You don't have to remain a passive observer. You have the power to be the creator of your life. Think about it. How many times have you felt like you couldn't change what was happening in your life? Maybe your job isn't going the way you want, or your relationships are facing difficulties, or perhaps you feel overwhelmed by personal challenges. The truth is, you are controlling all of it through the frequency you emit. What you put out into the world mentally and emotionally shapes the experiences you encounter. The question is, are you aware of this? Do you understand that you are the one who determines the course of your life and not anyone else? Your thoughts are not just abstract ideas. They are powerful tools of creation. When you fully realize this, you will no longer feel helpless or at the mercy of circumstances. You will understand that by changing your thoughts, you change your energy, and by changing your energy, you change your reality. So, ask yourself, what reality am I creating with my thoughts and emotions? Am I consciously shaping the life I want, or am I allowing life to simply happen to me? The power is in your hands. When you recognize the energy behind your thoughts, you will realize just how much control you have over the reality you experience. This version emphasizes that thoughts are not just mental noise, but actual energetic forces that shape the world around you. It invites the viewer to understand that they can actively control their reality by becoming aware of the energy they emit through their thoughts and emotions. This empowers the viewer to take ownership of their life and encourages them to stop being passive observers, but rather become creators of their own experiences. Let's take a moment to engage in a simple practice that will help you become more aware of this truth. Place your hand on your heart and take a deep breath. Feel the calmness spread through your body as the air fills your lungs. With each breath in, feel the energy filling your body, and as you exhale, release any tension. Let your thoughts settle for a moment and simply focus on the rhythm of your breath. In this moment, you are not your thoughts. You are not the worries or desires that pull at you. You are the observer. As you observe, you will realize something incredibly powerful. You can choose your thoughts. You have the ability to select the thoughts that shape your reality. No longer do you have to let negative thoughts and emotions control you. You can choose to create the reality you desire, not based on fear or doubt, but from a place of clarity and intention. This moment of stillness is not just a brief pause. It is the key to unlocking your spiritual power. As you connect with this stillness, you begin to tap into your inner strength. You will recognize that reality is not something you have to endure or merely react to. Reality is something you can mold, shape, and control. You are the creator of your own experience. And when you realize this, everything around you will begin to shift. By embracing this practice, you are not only becoming more aware of the power you have, but you are also starting the journey of mastering it. It's not about waiting for change to happen. It's about realizing that you are the one who brings change into your life. Your ability to connect with the deep well of power inside you will allow you to influence your world in ways you may have once thought impossible. In every moment, you have the choice to observe, to detach from the chaos of thoughts, and to create something new. This practice is your reminder. You are in control, you are the creator, and your spiritual power is already within you. Now is the time to embrace it fully. The world around you will begin to shift as you step into your true role as the creator of your reality. This version emphasizes the practical nature of harnessing spiritual power by creating awareness and choosing your thoughts. It engages the viewer with a simple yet powerful breathing exercise that leads to the realization of personal agency in shaping their reality. The practice becomes a tool for spiritual empowerment, enabling the viewer to connect with their inner strength and understand their power to change the world around them. Have you ever felt that your life was beyond your control? Perhaps your job wasn't going the way you hoped, or relationships seemed to be filled with unresolved challenges. Maybe you found yourself struggling with personal issues that felt insurmountable, as though the weight of them was too much to bear. It's easy to fall into the belief that life happens to you, and that you are merely along for the ride. But let me share a powerful truth with you. You are in control of everything that happens in your life. Every situation, every relationship, and every challenge you face is a reflection of the frequency you emit into the world. The real question is, are you aware of this? Are you aware that the life you're experiencing in all its forms is being shaped by the energy you put out? This energy comes from your thoughts, your emotions, and your beliefs. You are not just a passive observer in your own life. You are the creator. Your reality is not something that just happens to you. It is something that you are actively creating, whether you're conscious of it or not. When you truly come to understand that you are the one who has been shaping your life all along, everything shifts. No longer will you see yourself as a victim of circumstance. You will realize that you are the architect of your reality, and that the power to change your life lies within you. This realization is the key to spiritual freedom. It's the moment you stop being a passive observer and become an active participant in creating the life you want. This transformation from being an observer of life to becoming its creator is not an overnight change. It's a shift in how you see yourself and your role in the world. For most of us, we've been taught to wait for life to unfold and react to it. But in reality, we have the ability to shape our lives by directing our thoughts, our emotions, and our actions. Once you begin to see yourself as the creator of your reality, you will feel the freedom that comes with that understanding. You will understand that you have the power to alter any part of your life that doesn't align with your true desires. Imagine what would happen if you fully embraced this concept. What if you truly understood that your thoughts have the power to shift your circumstances? What if you accepted the truth that your emotions are not just fleeting reactions, but powerful signals that help you navigate your reality? Every time you become aware of the energy you're putting out, you have the opportunity to recalibrate and align yourself with the life you wish to experience. Spiritual freedom comes from the realization that you are not here to simply endure life or to let it push you around. You are here to create, to design, and to mold your world in alignment with your highest truth. It's about taking full responsibility for your life, not as a burden, but as a powerful opportunity to consciously create your own path. The moment you recognize that you are the creator of your own reality, you step into a whole new realm of possibility. And when you embrace this role, you'll find that you no longer feel helpless or stuck. You will begin to see that the limitations you once believed were holding you back were merely illusions. You have the ability to break free from these self-imposed boundaries and to create a life that reflects your true desires, your true potential. The power to create is already within you. You don't need to look outside yourself for the change you seek. It's not something that will come to you someday or only happen for a select few. You can choose to be the creator of your reality today, right now. All it takes is recognizing that you hold the key to your own life. When you make the decision to step into your power, to take full responsibility for what you are creating, everything begins to change. This is your path to spiritual freedom. It's not a distant dream. It's not something you have to wait for. It's available to you right now, and it starts with the awareness that you are the creator of your life. No longer a passive observer, you now become the master of your reality. And with that realization, the world opens up to infinite possibilities. You are free. You are the creator, and the journey to shaping your world has just begun. This extended version deepens the exploration of spiritual freedom. encouraging the viewer to embrace their power as the creator of their own life. It emphasizes the idea of shifting from passive observation to active creation, empowering the viewer to take control of their thoughts, emotions, and energy in a way that shapes their reality. The tone remains motivational and reflective, while also being actionable. As you listen to these words, you may begin to feel a gentle awakening within you. It's as if a door has opened in your mind, revealing a new perspective. But remember, this awakening is not the end of the journey. It is only the beginning. A long path of awareness and self-discovery lies ahead of you. You are not someone who needs to search for this power. You have had it all along. You simply need to look within and recognize the dormant strength you've long forgotten. The truth is, you don't need to change yourself to become a powerful spiritual being. You simply need to acknowledge that you've always possessed these abilities. The powers you've been seeking are not distant or unattainable. They are within you right now, waiting for you to expand your vision and connect with them. And when you feel that connection, you will realize that you were never truly separate from this vast universe. You are not an isolated individual. You are part of a grand, interconnected whole where everything is linked through energy, thoughts, and emotions. As you begin to embrace this truth, you will understand that life is not something you must merely endure. It is a miraculous creation that you have the power to shape. So, when you leave this space, know that it is not the end, but the beginning of a long and transformative journey. It is a journey where you will rediscover yourself, the universe, and the infinite potential you have the power to create. And remember, you are never alone on this path. The universe is always by your side, waiting for you to step through the doorway you've just opened for yourself. This extended conclusion emphasizes the transformational journey of self-discovery and spiritual connection. It empowers the viewer by reinforcing the idea that their latent abilities are already within them, and that their journey of awakening is only just beginning. The inspirational tone reassures them that they are supported by the universe every step of the way, inviting them to walk through the door they've unlocked.